Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Saturday, 3:30 Eastern Time kickoff on Fox. This is where we will be. We had Lance in here today. He is a local youth from New Jersey. He's been out of that area code maybe once or twice in his life. So when he does get out, he just talks about New Jersey all the time. So when I told him I was headed to Manhattan this weekend, he got all excited. And then I waited and I waited and I waited and I said, Manhattan, Kansas. And then there was a collective, because people in New Jersey don't even know the state of Kansas exists. That's the only thing that Kansas is good for, is being one of the states that you fly over to get to Los Angeles. That's the way they look at it. Well, not I. Man of the people, show of the people. So we're headed to Manhattan, Kansas for Oklahoma State, Kansas State. Both teams with one loss in conference play. And each one of them got beaten despite building a big early lead against the TCU Horned Frogs. Frogs up. Sonny Dykes has got a good thing going there in Fort Worth, by the way. And we'll be talking about him a lot more, I think, down the stretch run. Do you have a good feel for this game? Let me start by asking you guys. Do you have a good feel? Because I've gone back and forth, I would say, Jesse, about 19 times today on who I'm going to pick to win this. Now, here's an update, if I can give you one, on the quarterback situation. Adrian Martinez, questionable at best for Kansas State. He's got an undisclosed injury. I think it's kind of known, but I'm not going to say it out loud. It's an undisclosed injury. Don't know if he's going to play. It doesn't sound promising. It doesn't sound like this is one of those trickery, but we'll warm him up and we'll eventually play him. Now, maybe he does start. I think they're genuinely sort of up in the air in Manhattan right now as to whether he's going to play. And then on the other side, you got Spencer Sanders, quarterback there at Oklahoma State, who was coming off dealing with a shoulder issue. He's right-handed, so this shoulder. But yet he also had career highs in completions and attempts last week. Now, there were some iffy throws, but I would argue when you throw it over half 100 times, there will be some iffy throws no matter how good your shoulder feels. So hopefully he's got that iced up. He's good to go this week. If Adrian Martinez's status is in doubt and if he's out, clearly it has to be a big career day for Deuce Vaughn at running back for Kansas State. Now, he averages 19 carries per game. That's where he's at this year. I would say even if Martinez starts, but especially if he doesn't, you need to be in the 23 to 26, 27 carry range for Deuce Vaughn. And that would be well above his norm, but this is an extenuating or special circumstance, and I think that's where they need to be. He is second in the Big 12 in almost every major rushing statistical category, right behind Bijan Robinson at Texas. So I think he's capable. Will Howard, who is the backup quarterback at Kansas State, who you may see, you saw him last week, he's good enough to win this game if you get that supporting running game. If not, it's a runaway for Oklahoma State. Big picture, though. You know, when I think about Oklahoma State this year, if you just big picture it and you go back to last year, it's not always the way it works, but I think it's starting to unfold this way. They came 1 yard away from winning the Big 12 championship against Baylor. I think it's been a team on a mission all year. They don't have any room for error because they've already got the loss. So for all we know, if they lose another conference game, maybe they're out. We don't know that. I'm just saying that's the way clearly they have to play. You've got all that going for you. And you've also got quarterback questions on the other side. And let's take a look at what the model thinks versus what Vegas thinks here. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Kansas State is a 1.5-point favorite right now, which is mildly surprising to me given the status or the questionable status of Martinez. Right now, 1. Okay, so it's come down to 1. That's the line. Kansas State -1 at Caesars. The model likes Kansas State a little bit more. The model likes Kansas State -2.5. Oklahoma State is 14-2 against the spread as a dog the last 6 years. They are 3-0 in that position this year. And I'm not going to bet against them again. I'm tired of doing it. And so I could make you a case for Kansas State here, but I'm going to make a little bit better case for Oklahoma State. I'm not going against Mike Gundy again. I am tired of waking up every Sunday morning. Well, not every Sunday morning. I'm tired of waking up on Sunday mornings occasionally saying, I went against him again, and he made me look like an idiot again. I'm not doing it this time. So I'm going to take Oklahoma State to go on the road. I'm going to take Oklahoma State to win. Certainly I'll take the 1.5 or 1 point if you want to give it to me. The odds to win the Big 12 right now are just fascinating. TCU is out front, but even they are plus money, plus 115. Then it's Texas. And then the pair of one-loss teams. Oklahoma State, Kansas State, they're at plus 300 and plus 800, respectively. So, yes, obviously, this one has big-time conference championship ramifications. Looking forward, very forward. We got good weather this weekend, I'm told, in Kansas. So I'm looking forward to getting out there and seeing a lot of folks that we've only spoken to before. We've never been able to see in person. Guys, thanks for watching Late Kick. Make sure to leave a comment. I love interacting with you. But most of all, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. That's how we keep all of this free.